Catecholaminergic, Polymorphic, Ventricular, Tachycardia. That is my best and only attempt at pronouncing that. But CPVT is a very rare heart condition that is triggered by stress or adrenaline. And in the summer of 2024, Zach Rumbaugh from Salem, Oregon jumped into a pool, and the shock of hitting the water stopped his heart. Bystanders and emergency responders performed CPR, and he was transported to Doernbecher Hospital, and he spent 25 days in the ICU, 38 days total in hospital, before making, thankfully, a full recovery. And in partnership with Nike, participating in the annual Doernbecher Freestyle series, Zach fucked around and designed just one of the best Doernbecher colorways ever. Zach Rumbaugh, Air Jordan 17, Doernbecher. And the shoe first dropped on January 17th for $230 at select retailers. Very hard to get. And if you didn't know, each year Nike and Jordan Brand teams up with Doernbecher Hospital located in Oregon, and they come up with these designs with kids that are part of the Doernbecher Hospital system. They've either had some really traumatizing event happen to them health-wise, team up with Nike and Jordan Brand, design a few different colorways on different shoes. They drop the shoes and all proceeds go to the hospital. Just one of the best things that Nike and Jordan Brand does. And this, the 17, is the shoe that Zach worked on. And first impressions of the shoe, delicious. Just absolutely knocked it out the park. This is a great piece of work. This is so nice. Honestly, one of the best Doernbecher colorways that we've ever seen. I don't think that's an exaggeration. I myself love cars. That's probably like the primary or predominant kind of content that I actually consume on YouTube myself. Love cars, luxury cars, sports cars, whatever it is. So Zach, his love of cars definitely appeals to someone like me, but just the colors that's used, the primary colors, black, eggplant, metallic purple, come on. This is 3-star Michelin, absolute delicious, whatever word I usually use to describe a shoe that I love. I'm kind of losing my words a bit because I'm not even a huge Jordan 17 guy. I don't love the shape of the shoe. This is beautiful. This is delicious. And the materials on the shoe, it is leather in this kind of eggplant purple type of color. It's got a bit of a color shifting type of look to it as well. Just really sleek. If you like those Foamposite eggplants, LeBron 4 eggplants, more like the Flyposite purple colorway, you're gonna like how this looks. And you'll see on the mid panel here that is like textured on like other 17s that can come in just like leather. This has some texture to it. You might think it looks kind of like carbon fiber. Carbon fiber, of course, is used in cars a lot, which Zach is a big fan of. And of course, one of the more distinct things about the 17s, not the lows, but the highs, is this lace shroud. And you'll also be able to unclip the lace shroud if you want to go with a naked look and to expose the laces. And you'll see a bunch of little type of pins, and the lace debris is mismatched. So on one shoe, it says Zach, and then on the other, it has the number 38. And that, you might have noticed, also appears on this big keychain hang tag thing that comes on the shoe. That represents the number of days that Zach actually spent in hospital before he made a full recovery. On the right shoe, you'll see like this metal-like jump man. Love all these extras that I give you. I usually will never wear like a hang tag, keychain, whatever on my sneakers. Again, left it on the B-roll just so you can see what the shoe looks like right out of the box. And the shoe also does come with one extra set of laces in white, and these white laces actually also glow in the dark. And that's not the only thing on the shoe that glows in the dark, but we'll get to that later. And out of the two, I probably would actually leave the lace shroud on. I removed it just for the B-roll so you can see more clearly, but if I had to choose the color of the laces, I'd probably go with the black. I think just the black and purple combination just looks super sleek. I love how it looks. And one thing that I really love about the laces here are these black metal-like lace tips. Again, black metal like anything just looks so sleek. Put it on these laces, just really fits into the sleekness of the shoe itself. Now, the 17s, if you didn't know, was designed by Wilson Smith III. He was actually the first black designer for Nike. So he designed shoes like the 16s, 17s, of course, as well as the air more up tempos. And he took inspiration from jazz music for the 17s. So on the eye shroud itself, you'll see these kind of musical notes, but they actually changed one thing on the music notes here. So it's slightly different. That is actually made to represent Zach's love for the Beatles. I saw this when I was scrolling Reddit, so hopefully that is correct. So these bolts and chrome-like material is supposed to further play into like mechanical gears and cars overall, and I really love it. Just pops, looks more elevated, looks a bit more premium. Love what they did here. And it also does come with a lace lock. Usually I just don't love lace locks on shoes, but I have left it on for the b-roll so you can see how it comes out of the box. And this one is also custom. So this little red push tab also has the number 38 on it, again representing the number of days that he spent in hospital, with a love heart around it. But that lace lock also symbolizes CPR awareness. They've actually also modified the sound to represent like a heart machine. And I'll try to capture this. And on the top of the tongue, you will get this tag, and that is also mismatched. So on the right shoe, you will just get a Jumpman with Jordan branding underneath. On the left shoe, you will see Doernbecher branding, as well as the words Team Zach Rumbaugh. And the texture of the tongue itself, it's actually got like elephant print all over. And in terms of the ankle lining in there, it's actually kind of like kilted that exists behind the tongue as well. And behind the tongue, you'll see a bunch of Jumpman logos on both shoes, so not mismatched there. And at the very bottom, you'll see like a cat's face in white that plays into Zach's love for cats. I myself have a dog and a cat. I love that little shit, and I love that they included this too. And then moving around to the booty of the shoe, this might be my favorite part. So you will see the suede kind of material on the ankle lining there. If you're into cars, which I am a lot of the luxurious or like more expensive sports cars will come with Alcantara, where you feel it and touch it, feels really nice. So that plays into the theme of this shoe as well. And then this little tab here, you'll see again the number 38. That is meant to look like carbon fiber. And again, carbon fiber used a lot in sports cars. It reduces the weight of a car. Just beautiful, beautiful booty right over here. And of course, like other Jordan 17s, you'll see this solid TPU heel counter. This one is kind of iridescent, and that, according to Nike.com, is supposed to represent the burnt titanium tips for a car's exhaust pipe. And on the heel counter itself, you get Jordan and Jumpman branding. And in terms of the cushioning, the Jordan 17 does come with a Zoom Air unit on the forefoot, Nike Air unit on the heel. And in terms of the outsole of the Jordan 17, you'll see some different pods or like sections of herringbone, and the design itself is actually inspired by a golf course. So if you imagine like a bird's eye view of golf course, that's what it's going for. And of course, you might have guessed, just judging from the color of this outsole, it is glow in the dark. And that, according to Nike.com, is supposed to represent the engine headers under hot temperature and a full-length carbon fiber shank plate. And you can't really see the carbon fiber pattern on this specific shoe, but if you look close enough, you can kind of see it. Very solid. The TPU obviously comes up and wraps around the midfoot area of the shoe, just really provides a ton of stability and rigidity on the 17s. Like, this just feels like a tank. And on the very tip of the toe box, you will see 23 branding. And of course, the insoles are custom branded. So you'll see like a baseball, a guitar, the number 38 makes an appearance again. There's like a paw, there's like palm trees, the word family, freestyle, MVP. And Zach was adopted from Vietnam, and that is why the turtle is included on the insole, and that symbolizes protection and endurance. Quality of the insole though, it is not Zach's fault. This is entirely Jordan brand. It's just not the best. And there's actually like some letters under the insole, and the letters here are the initials for Zach, as well as the 4 other designers of the shoe. And I believe that is also a tie-in to the 4 Jumpman that you see behind the tongue. Again, saw that somewhere on Reddit. I'm not sure exactly the source for that, so hopefully that does make sense. And in terms of the box, a pretty regular Doernbecher Freestyle box in this powder baby blue color. And like always, they give you like a little profile of the kid or teenager sometimes that designed this colorway. And in terms of the sizing and comfort for the Jordan 17, I go true to size. Fits me pretty well. Can be a little tight, like straight out of the box, especially in the toe box area. Loosen up the shroud or even take it off. you'll have more wiggle room there. I would still stick true to size. Going up half a size, you'll have a bit too much dead space in the toe area. In terms of just like comfort on feet, I will say it is a pretty stiff shoe. Like the shank plate, as well as this very rigid TPU that wraps around, and the heel counter, really good for performance like basketball. But when you're playing ball, you don't want your shoes to bend and twist too easily. So that helps. But like casual use, I can see if some people think this is just a tiny little too stiff for them. And it is pretty close to the ground as well, but you do kind of get used to it, especially if you're used to wearing like older retro shoes. I think you're going to find this decently comfortable, but it's not like the softest, most plush thing you're going to feel on feet. And usually for Doernbecher colorways, I just don't give it a sole score. These kids don't need my kind of judging the colorway and the design and storytelling of the shoe. All I'm going to say for this shoe is it's just 10 out of 10 for everything. This is great. I love how this shoe looks, and I honestly don't know anyone that can look at this and go, that's bad. Like, they might think it's okay or average, but bad? Come on, you lost your damn mind. Today's throwback of the day is the Jordan 3 Doernbecher, staying on theme, from 2010. It actually released in 2013. This was designed by Cole Johansson, and you will see these diamond shapes on the upper and behind the spool tab. It actually features two of his favorite things, spaghetti and chocolate. I am with him there. And the words courage and strength on the insole as well. Doernbecher colorways can be a little loud sometimes, a little harder to wear, just in terms of versatility. I actually think, just from a distance at least, like red and black just goes with a lot of different things. Like there's patterns on here, there's obviously graphics and stuff, but I think a lot of people can pull this shoe off. The Doernbecher Freestyle series remains one of the best things Nike and Jordan brand does annually. Every year, when these drop, you read the stories behind what the kids have to overcome and them getting to design their own shoe. It is just wholesome in a very messy, loud, noisy, crazy world. Things like this really make you feel a little bit better about the world. So that's it. Thanks for watching. So inclined. Let me know what you think of the Zach Rumbaugh Air Jordan 17 Doernbecher. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And remember, tomorrow may never come, so wear your shoes.